of a sudden you feel them. Ouch, I just hurt myself. Wait. 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 What the hell? Hi everybody, it's PJ and I'm going to get ready with you today. Oh my God, so my friend in Germany just, I talked to her this morning. I have to talk to her at the weirdest hours because she's like Germany. Like I have no idea what time it is when I'm talking to her. I have no idea what the correlation is between her and I, but so I talked to her this morning. We were talking about like how to fix her moonstone when she gets it. So I wanted to talk to you about that. Now I've done some things about how to consecrate any kind of tool that you have, whether it's tarot cards or crystals or whatever you have. You need to, when you get it, don't just put it to work. Remember that somebody else touched it and owned it, and that ownership can just keep going on and on forever. And you don't want that. And actually, if you look up like items that have been, I think they did a show about items that had poltergeists to them. Yeah, that's no good for you. You know, you don't want that. You want to clean it. And when I say clean it, you can just like take it and wash it. There's a few items in nature that clean really well. And the first thing is salt. Salt draws stuff out, right? Like if you have pains in your legs or something and you use salt, like an Epsom salt bath, that clears out, I think that pulls out lactic acid or something, but it's a drawing. It draws stuff out, right? So that's where so I told her, well, get some sea salt. You don't really want to use iodized salt because that has like iodine in it and stuff. You want to use like sea salt or a natural salt and just pour a glass of salt and stick the stone in the middle of it and let that absorb anything from the other people that might have been around it, or maybe it was like these are stones. It could have been part of something that you don't know about, okay? So definitely do that. Clean it up, clear it up so that your stone is yours. And then you kind of have to own it, right? So the best way, and I know you've seen it on other things I've done, but I'm just like putting it all together here. So for me, depending on what you want the stone for, the best way to own it is that you use the back of your neck. Okay, on the back of your necks, if you ever like deal with voodoo, right? On the back of your neck is where the vaves come in, the vaves. So what that means is like, did you ever like channel your mom or dad or like anybody past? Like you're sitting there and you'll feel your grandmom, you'll feel your granddad, you might smell them, all that. Well, those are vaves, like that's your vaves. They come and they help you. In voodoo, it's all about your ancestors helping you through something, your ancestors doing something for you, right? That through like rituals and whatnot, you're calling for your ancestors, you're calling for different Loas to come in and help you out. Well, where they come into you is the backs of your neck. So that is like where the oils on the back of your neck is like the opening to everything else. So you want to use those oils as like ownership, almost like a dog pissing in a corner in his territory. That's what you're doing. Sorry if that was graphic. Anyway, so yeah, so take whatever it is, the object, and rub it on the back of your neck. And you can name it. You can use your own words to own it, meditate to it, put a white light around it, like in your mind. I do it to my children all the time. Like when I'm meditating, I cover them. I cover them with this white light, this ball, this egg of white light, so that they're safe. Like in my mind, I'm keeping them safe. I'm covering them with the goodness that I have in my heart for them. You can do the same thing to an object, especially if you're going to use that object for divination, like figuring out different things. Like if it's like I used the pendulum the other day, like that. you can, before I used that, I had to make it my own. I had to do a small ritual. You can use incense, get some incense, different, whatever. Listen, magic is so up to the interpreter, which is why I love it, that you can create whatever you want with that. Say the words you want to say with that. That you, if you want it to be a divination, you want it to see clear, use your third eye. Tell it, I want you to expand my third eye. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So take that and use that. Spend a little time on that object. It'll actually endear itself to you more, and it'll also help you out more when you're doing spells or using it for a ritual or whatever you want to do. You can also take it to places that mean something to you. If your grandmother or grandfather died and they were very close to you, take it down to their grave. Sit down, have a conversation with your grandma or grandpa, and the whole time, you know, roll that stone in your hand. Get it nice and warmy. Let it feel loved. And remember, crystals are in some way alive. They grow until you touch them, because that's why you're not allowed to touch things like in Crystal Cave, because you'll stunt their growth. And they carry so much power, like crystals and crystal quartz and all that. So here's a couple little things for you. If you're not feeling well or you have a chronic illness, make sure you take some pink quartz and put it in between the mattress and the box spring of your bed, because that's very healing. That is used to heal. You know, you can wear things. If you have problems with your heart, I would have crystal quartz on a pendulum and just have it there against my heart. It's a very healing. If you have stomach problems, it's amber. You might have noticed in some pictures along the way that like a little baby wearing a little amber necklace. Amber is really good for stomach issues. It draws out stomach problems. It creates a flow of digestion. So there are, and you can look anywhere. There's lots of books on the subject of like what different stones do and how they can help you. There's money stones, there's protection stones, there's all kinds of stones. But you can enhance that by making that yours. By taking the time to love on that stone, make it yours, do your little ritual in the beginning, and it's yours for good. And then protect that. Make sure other people don't handle it or touch it. Put it somewhere safe. Keep it in a natural cloth, and make sure make sure you keep it safe from any other negative influence that could fly into it. And you can use it all your life. It's really a good tool. Anyway, that's all I got. I love you guys. If you'd like to follow me down the rabbit hole, that is my life. Hit the button down below and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos. Thumbs down if you don't. Either way, you're watching me manifest something wonderful in your life. If you know it, think, believe it. You can have it too. Like a beautiful stone that encaptures all your love, hope, wishes, dreams. You can wish on it. You can tell the future on it. You can do so much. You can get healthy on it. Stones and crystals are such great tools. And enjoy yours. I love you. Bye.